So today I want to talk a little bit about how I've always felt about how I've always viewed standards and requirements. I always thought that it was, I don't know, overly harsh or I was being too demanding. And what I've come to realize is that entering in a relationship is like entering into a contract. It's like any other important commitment in your life. And like that, it requires clear communication and mutual agreement. So you have to think about it like you're applying for a job. You know, when you receive an offer, you negotiate. You want to know what benefits they're offering, if they offer sick time, if they offer how many vacation days you're going to get, and even the salary requirement. And you know what? You discuss and negotiate because you want to ensure that it's in alignment with your needs and expectations. A romantic relationship, as crazy as this sounds, it works the same way. And that negotiation is just as important, if not more important. So you need to openly discuss expectations right from the start. Share what you require, what your boundaries are, what your non-negotiables are, like what you're willing to accept and what you're willing not to accept. And you have to have these conversations before any physical intimacy, because once you introduce that, come on, man, it clouds your judgment. That intimacy makes it harder to address any issues objectively. So if you're looking for something casual, be upfront, be honest and upfront. Let the other person know. Let them decide whether that's acceptable to them. It's all about being transparent, and we know how I feel about transparency. At the end of the day, the key is self-awareness. You must know what your non-negotiables are, and you have to be willing to stand by those, and you must have the discipline to stand by those unwavering. Look, by not establishing those standards and requirements up front, your needs are not going to get met. And that's why a lot of relationships end, because these discussions don't take place up front. And I know what you're thinking, wow, that's some heavy stuff to put on somebody when I've only been dating them a week. Well, you know what? You need to know yourself. You need to know what you want. Again, if it's just casual, let them know up front and keep it casual. Otherwise, you have to be honest with them and honest with yourself. And you have to know that you're worth it. And the right person will see that and would be more than willing to have these conversations with you. So hold out for the right one.